Greetings and salutations, good people. Welcome to another edition of Jaxxonville. Hope you guys are doing well. Don't forget, P. Grant, Cool Out Sessions, and myself got a new song out. It's called For the Port. We're repping the Port City. It's on all streaming platforms. Make sure you go to my YouTube channel, check out the video. And let's go. All right. So, just in case you haven't noticed, on social media or regular news outlets, there's been a lot of talk about what's going on out in California with the whole federal investigations of the Rolling 60 Crips, Big U, I think Loose Cannon, Brick Baby, and several other individuals, all got caught up in the federal in the Fed case. Now, for the past couple of years, man, I've been watching platforms like Adam 22, Vlad, and I'll explain why I have been watching them. I'm not really a big fan of either of these. Me personally, being at the age I am and being, probably has a lot to do with me being, kind of how I grew up. Like, I really wasn't exposed to a lot of gang activity. So that's why I really don't speak on it a lot, because that's a life I've never led. But I do know if you're doing illegal activity, the last thing you want to do is go on any type of streaming platform and speak on it. Because my interpretation, if you're a real gangster, gangsters move in silence, rough and tough street dudes move quietly. So I'm watching all these platforms just to see how much these guys tell on themselves. These guys talk about street business to people that aren't street people. So I kind of feel when you're doing that and you're getting millions and millions of hits, it's gonna come back to you eventually. I mean, look at Keefy D, for example. Keefy D got on Vlad and talked all this big talk about, what happened in the Tupac murder. Now he's crying about being locked up. You know what I'm saying? Spoke too much. So I feel like a lot of these cats out here that are trying to keep it real and keep it gangster and all that, they put themselves in binds when they talk about street activity to some of these podcasters, because these podcasters don't care about gang activity or innocent people getting killed, or somebody in the hood getting shot, because these guys are looking at some of these gangster types as clicks. So of course people are gonna tune in and watch and hear these guys talk about these stories and tell all kinds of things. And now I think it's gotten to the point where now these feds, bro, they're like, yo, roll that beautiful beam footage. You know what I'm saying? So now you got guys that are on these platforms that are telling and talking and saying so many things to the point it's just stacking evidence. And now, because everybody knows the feds don't come after you unless they got proof. They got the receipts, right? There's like a 97, 98 conviction rate when it comes to the feds. So the feds just don't play the radio. Like, if they come after you, they got the juice. They got receipts on you. So now these guys are on platforms and telling and talking, and now you have other individuals kind of setting them up to tell things. And so now it's kind of come to a head. So I say that to say this, like, if you're a gangster or you live in street life or you doing illegal activity, you should probably keep it to yourself. Like, you should probably not really expose a lot of things. You know what I mean? And I'm not condoning it, but what I'm saying is, if I were to live that lifestyle, I don't think y'all would know what I had going on. But that's why I always say, man, the street life ain't for everybody. Sometimes you need to stay in the house. If that's the type of person you are, you don't need to be out in the streets, especially if you can't keep your mouth shut. If you can't hold water and be quiet, then you just should be like a civilian like me. Anyway, it's Fuzz Jax. Welcome to Jacksonville. Talk to you soon.